A question that often arises is, do I block with the edge or the flat of the blade? Well, the myth is you don't want to block with the edge because here you are with an heirloom sword that's been in your family for hundreds of years, and if you hit it, you're going to damage it in battle. I have news for you. If you go into battle worried about what's going to happen to your sword, you should be worried about what's going to happen to you because you're probably going to die or lose your fight. A sword is nothing but a tool. It's a consumable. Even nice metal blades. They're going to get used up, they're going to get broken, and eventually discarded. It's just part of the natural life of the weapon. So, let's not worry about preserving the weapon. Let's talk instead about maybe not breaking the weapon in combat. Well, if I hit with the edge, it could snap the blade. That's true. Swords broke in combat all the time. You needed to improvise. You needed to suddenly go to a secondary weapon. Either draw yourself another weapon, a dagger or a sword, or pick one up off the ground if one is available. So these things definitely happened. The key element here is the mechanics. When I go to block a shot and Brian throws that shot at me, just a number 1, and I block with the flat of my blade, I have no strength. You can see that my wrist is cocked here, and Brian could easily push right through that block. And if I turned it all the way around the other side to block, it's what we call a broken wrist position, a bent wrist position. So instead, I line up the edge with my knuckles so that now I have strong alignments, the same alignment we want on the blade when we make a strong cut to make a strong block. And so now when Brian strikes, I cut into his blade. It's the strongest position for my sword. Strike on the other side. Boom, with the edge right there. And now the edge is also aligned to make a cut. But if I had blocked with the flat, I would have to reorient the sword to make that cut. So blocking with the edge of the sword is definitely preferable to blocking with the flat in most situations, and certainly at this level of your training.
The Art and Science of Sword Fighting book and video series is now available from YMAA. And if you like this, look for my other book and video series on stick fighting, staff fighting, and self-defense.